Hello, everybody. Welcome to my page. Okay, I feel like y'all get so distracted by the freeze frame that I'm just like, where should I freeze? Anyways, welcome to my page. My name's Amber, and we do crafting and DIYs around here, and we do chit chats and all kinds of fun stuff, and we explore our creativity, and we just have a grand old time. And you are always welcome to come hang out with us, even if you don't make a purchase or you really don't like to craft. We just like to have fun. So happy Tuesday. Tuesday it is. Hello, everybody. I see you guys joining. So let me tell you about what we're going to do tonight, okay? So I know that my craft kits are not for everybody, and maybe it'll just, like, I don't know, inspire you if you just want to hang out with us. But I want to show you, I already did this other one, and I did not do it live. I actually recorded it. I just haven't got the video completely edited to post it. And I think I'm going to have to do, like, a voiceover to explain it. Although I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. But I may have to do this one live just because I bet some people are going to struggle with how to get this look, okay? So tonight we're going to do a chippy on this barn door. It's a mini barn door, and I'm going to explain it to you guys. Okay, so I like options, okay? I'm a girl that likes options. And so when we first started doing craft kits here, people asked for like little things they could put like in their kitchen, on a shelf, smaller things that they could display, more of an inexpensive craft kit, because y'all know that wood and lumber and materials are like crazy expensive. So we do try to create alternative options that are more affordable in our craft kits. And so some of them are, I just want to make them, but they cost a little bit more to make. But I think that it's worth it, especially if it's something that you definitely want. But it's an option for you, okay? So we started with these, and I know my camera's backwards. Let me see if I can flip it. Oh gosh, I did it again. Wand, tool. There we go. So this little craft kit is a 5-inch round, and it's a tiny little sign. It's adorable. And it says, "Oh snap," and the gingerbread's little legs broke. It's supposed to be that way, by the way. And I haven't painted this, but I'm going to paint it tonight, and I'm going to paint it while it's on here because I already glued it together to like take photos and show you guys what it looks like. But we started with these little mini signs, sign things, and these are really cute for like, they're smaller scale to go like on a tiered tray, like on like the top shelf. I've showed you guys before. And then this little guy fits so perfect right on here. Okay. So we kind of started with this option. It's just a cute little way to display our 5-inch round signs. And we've been adding different one of these to the shop. You know, every season we keep adding like multiple ones to it. So we'll have a nice like collection of options as we grow our craft kit business to have more designs. Okay, so this is the Oh Snap little gingerbread 5-inch round sign. Okay, so you can get the combo with the sign and the stand. Okay, or you can just get the sign by itself, or you can get this. But I saw another person does these designs, and I can't think of her business, but I think she has an Etsy shop, and she had these doors, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have a thing for antique doors and like old doors. And if you followed me since I had my store, you know that we used to make partitions and dividers and backdrops with like old antique doors. If you ever came into my store, when you first walked in, to the left was a whole wall of old doors, and I love them. Okay. I also love a good barn door. So in the back of my store, we had these 2 huge sliding barn doors, and this big loft landing had, the rusty nail was on top of that landing. It was so cool. And those barn doors opened to like where we kept like our sold inventory, incoming stuff. And so I just love, things like this. So for me, it's like a memory thing, but it's also like, this is super cute too. So this is one way that you can display the 5-inch round signs, okay? And so I saw these doors, okay, the files, and I was like, I'm going to make this. I'm going to make these, and it's going to be super stinking cute, but it's going to be another way to display our little round signs, because, let me show you this one, and you can get this other one in the shop too, but let me show you this one because it's so stinking cute. It's so stinking adorable. You guys, it has a little back, so it's got, these come with it, so you can attach it to the back, and it's not finished, but you could always finish it. But this is the 5-panel door, and it's literally a mini door, and you can see the little handle, the plate, the little keyhole is there. It's got a little doorknob. It's got the plate for the door, and it's got the little panels, and each one of these is a separate piece that you attach, okay? And then this little hook comes off and on, and there's 2 different hooks for this, okay? So this is like a little, it's a mini 5-panel door. I love this, okay? And I painted this to look kind of aged and weathered. I distressed it the way that I would imagine these old doors would distress. And I really wanted it to be like a mini replica. And I wanted it to be a mini door that you could display and have like a mini door hanger. So if you imagine your real big grown-up front door or a door, and you wanted to hang a sign on there and make it like a little door hanger, is super cute for you to display. Sorry, my camera is backwards, so it makes me completely off to like what I'm doing, and then I get it all kind of wrong. So let me just hold it here. So I wanted you to be able to have another option to display the signs on this door. You could also put a wreath on there, okay? So this is like a bigger version of how you can display these, and they're so fun, and you could change it out. I just think these are really cool. So I wanted to do the barn door version because we haven't done that one yet, and I wanted to show you another alternative. So if you have like an entryway or something fun, or a shelf, or a place like at your coffee bar where you just want to like change something out, you could display this with some cute little potted plants, like it's kind of like a door. You could hang this on a wall. You could do a number of things with this. It's just a really fun thing, and you could also not put the back on there, and you could layer it behind stuff. So that would be really cool too. And so back here is a pantry door that we made in the Creative Haven. And I love that one too. That one has been there literally for the past year. Like it's just my favorite craft that we've done. But you guys, I just love this one too. So I wanted to show you guys this. And I wanted to show you how we're going to craft this. Let me set that back up. Tonight with the barn door. Okay. Sorry, my comments were frozen. Let me see if I can get them to come back up. We'll see. Oh, I see. Okay. Y'all, sorry, my comments were frozen. My apologies. There's a link that I just posted to the shop where you can see all of our craft kits and see what you like. Candy is super cute. Love the pantry door. Me too. Okay. So this is the barn door. It will come in a gigantic bag like this, and all the pieces are inside, and it will be blank. It will not be assembled. So I just wanted to tell you that it won't come put together, okay? What did she say? You get both pieces shown? Yes. So we have about 12 box, no, maybe not even 12, maybe 8 of our one-time boxes left from our Christmas event that we did. You know, the joy sign, and then the lantern. We have some of those boxes pre-packaged because we pre-pack them beforehand, and they're 30% off right now. If you wanted to get that craft box or get a second box, you totally can. I'm on my new phone. I'm aware that this is not a phone problem. I'm aware that this is a internet here problem. And that's why I've been doing my videos at my new house. But tonight I really needed all of my stuff. So hopefully it's not too bad. I'm going to pull this up. But my apologies if it is. I'm going to have to cancel Comcast and figure out what I need to do. Because y'all, Comcast is jank. is janky. But on my iPad, it looks pretty good. So it seems to be fine. Do you get you get everything on that, you get the doorknob with it and the hinges. You don't get hinges. There's no hinges shown on that one. You get the plate and the knob pieces. And then on this one, I'm going to show you the barn door pieces in just a second. Give me just 1 second. So this is, I'm just going to run through the pieces so you can check your bags to make sure that nothing fell out of your bag or whatever, and that everything is there. Sometimes stuff drops, sometimes we have issues, but your door, barn door piece back will look like this, and it'll have score lines that look just like that. You don't have to use the score lines if you don't want to. It's completely optional. If you don't want to use score lines, just flip it onto the back side and do the plain side. But these are here to help kind of guide you if you wanted to make this look kind of planked, and I will show you how that goes. So this is your frame for your door, and it's going to lay over the top like so. And now you can kind of see why those lines kind of matter once we put this frame on. And then you're going to have your center X strap. I'm upside down, so give me just 1 second to remember like how I'm supposed to do this upside down. I get it wrong. I might have to flip it over to get it right. Okay, so it fits in there just like this. And then you have your other pieces that will go just like so. And then this one will go just like so. Y'all, I feel like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Then you've got your hinges that kind of look like this. And they have those little circly things for the screws on there. And you have 2 of those. And those will go here and then like 1 up here. And it depends on which way you want your door to look like it's swinging. Okay. You could reverse it and put it on this side, and it's just completely customizable to what you want. These are your back pieces. So you have two of these, and you sandwich them together. I will show you how these go together. I actually broke mine, but it's okay. It'll be fine. And then your slots that those slide into onto the back side, those go on the back with that. And then you have 2 different hook options. So you have a shorter hook and a longer hook. And the other 5-panel door also has the 2 different hook options. So it depends on what you want to hang, how high you want it to be, how low. These are your 2 options for that. And then you've got your handle. Let me go ahead and set this down because you guys kind of get the idea. It's not assembled, so it's kind of falling apart. But for your handle, you have these 3 pieces that go together. And you sandwich them together to make a thicker handle. And then y'all know them barn door handles, right? They look like this. And it's going to go at the top. So it's going to go like so. And it's going to look like a handle for you to pull open. So that's what we're going to do tonight is this barn door. And I'm really excited because I'm going to do a chippy finish on this one. And I want you guys, I don't know that we've done a chippy on these. No, we did. We did it on the tree. The spindle tree. The spindle tree. We've done the chippy on that. So this will be just good as gold, right? Good as gold. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start by kind of sanding this down just a little bit. That's typically what I like to do because I just have a method to the madness. There's ways that I prefer to do things. And there's ways that I just am like, it's always the way I've done it. And I think it's just like by habit. But I also like to do things because I know the result that I will get when I do the things that I do. So I prefer to sand my stuff, but it is not a problem. Do you happen to know how tall this is? Okay, so this is like 18 inches, I believe. Give me just 1 second. It is right at about 18 inches tall. So it's a little bit taller of a piece. Yeah, Heather, I can't wait to make this too, okay? I'm pretty sure I need this. I'm pretty sure you need this too. So I use a little mini sander, And I'm just going to point this down so you guys can see. I know the comments are kind of in the way, so just bear with me. But we're not going to see the edge of this, okay? Because our frame's going to go around this. Just kind of like so. So we don't really need to sand to the edge, but we want to sand the inner parts. And the reason I say this is you don't have to do this. But for me, I feel like when these are cut, the laser, I don't want to say it puts like a coating, but there's some sort of reactive, like it's like a sheen, and I don't like the sheen for me personally, okay? If you don't mind it, don't worry about it. I just don't like the sheen of the way that, I mean, even the board without, like it's still got some sort of something to it. Even where it's not really cut, it's just something to it. So I really like to sand these down, and that's what we're going to do. And I think that it allows the paint that I add to kind of soak in a little bit better versus kind of laying on the top. So you'll kind of see, if I'll show you real quick, the difference in sanding and not sanding right side by side, and you'll kind of understand. So I'm going to sand right here, and then I'm going to stain right next to it where it's not sanded, and you're going to see the difference, okay? I'm going to wipe this off after I dust it. Now, I like to give examples of what I'm talking about. So, sanded, not sanded. And you're going to see that there's a little bit of a difference. Let me get my brown. Hello, everybody. What is up? I love the doors, too. I sort of have a thing for them. Definitely have a thing for them. So, I've got me some paint on my wipe. And I've sanded this, and I've not sanded this. So you're going to see the difference in why I sand for me, and it's not required for you, okay? So I'm going to wipe this back. So sometimes you get a little bit of a richer bite to your I'll dry this, but you can kind of see where I didn't wipe the stain on and off. But when I dry this, I feel like it saturates deeper where I sanded versus where I didn't sand. So I'm just going to show you what happens, and you can decide for you what you want to do. And sometimes it depends on if you add the water, if you don't add water, if you add the pigmentation. Like you can see how it stains with just like a water stain versus adding the paint itself. So I'm just showing you an example. And I'm drying it. And we'll cover this up because we're going to paint it anyways. Just takes a second to dry it. So this part's already dry. This is taking a little bit longer. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, like right through here where it's a little bit richer, and then where so you can see right there is where I sanded, and then right here is where I didn't sand. So I feel like it's a little bit richer, not as much of a drastic difference, but I definitely feel like there's a little bit of a shift in the color pigmentations, where I like mine a little bit more brown than just the paint kind of soaking in a little bit to the top. So I prefer a little bit of a richer tone. So it's not required. And then you see when you don't sand and you just use kind of the pigment of the paint with water and you just kind of wipe it on, it kind of soaks in and gives it just a little bit of a color difference. So you can kind of see the differences in what happens when you do certain things. So in my mind, when I'm going to paint something, I automatically know I want to try to get this result to be the base. But there's times where I might want this to be the base, like the underside. So I know what steps I need to take to achieve the under foundation, because we can't go back in and do the base. We have to kind of start there and work and layer upward, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to sand this and we're going to stain, okay? And I'm just going to go over this whole thing. Mainly focusing on the middle, because that's what's going to show through my frame. I'm going to stand back over that, just because it'll show. Now I'm going to just dump this in the trash. And we're going to dust this off. And you can use like a paintbrush. I just have this chunky brush here. All right, so this is ready for me to do the next step. But I'm going to go ahead and sand everything just so I can go ahead and get that out of the way. And so the next thing we're going to do is sand our top frame. How does real stain work? Hold on, I have some real stain. It's really dark. I have the Jacobian. I have the Minwax. And I will show you on the back side how it compares. I know it says to stir. Y'all, I'm shaking the can. It's fine. Hello, Kyla. What is up? So this is Jacobian. It is a Minwax wood stain. It is water-based, and it just says penetrating stain. It is super chocolatey, which I love the Jacobian stain. Some people are just like not a fan. It's too dark for them, but I love it. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. And let me do this on... let's do it. Just do it on the back. Okay, let's just do it on the back side. Because I want everything to be uniform, okay? So I'm going to sand... just like we did before. But I'm going to do a bigger area. And I'm going to draw a line where I sanded and where I didn't sand. So we can kind of know where we are with our testing. Just so you guys can see the difference. I know I'm not out of, I was about to say, I know I'm not out of pencil. Okay, so right there's our line, and this is the back side. So this has been sanded, this has not been sanded. And there is my duster. So you kind of can see where we are here. Okay, we're going to take us a paintbrush. I'm going to use a paintbrush for this because I don't want to get the stain on my hands. And I need my knife. Let me see if I have something to pry this open. I have a butter knife somewhere. We'll just use our giant fork. All right. I can't tell you how old this is. Looks like 2019 maybe. Yeah. May 22nd, 2019. It's pretty old. But I feel like it stays long. Has a long shelf life. It looks good to me. All right, so like I said, it's super chocolate. May not be your thing. And we're just going to use what's in the lid. We're just going to use what's in the lid, and we're going to apply it to a portion here. And we're going to just do the bottom half, and we're going to do the stain, and then we're going to do paint. And we're just going to follow the same things we did on the front, but I'm doing this for you guys so you know, like, the results you're going to get, okay? So I'm just going to pick a center line. I'm just going to draw a line so we know where we're at. And we're just going to kind of stay in our little squares. Okay, so we're just going to go over this. Just like so. Let me get it on my brush a little bit more. And usually you apply this most of the time with a rag. Some people like to use a paintbrush. I used to use just gloves and like an old t-shirt rag, but you can certainly use a paintbrush to apply it. It's completely up to you. And we're just going to try to keep it right through here and stay right within our line. Okay. So I'm going to take this wipe because I don't have anything else to wipe this back. And we're just going to remove the excess stain from our board. Just going to wipe it back. Make sure we get all that off. Now I feel like with the stain, I don't really know. We're going to see. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I don't really know. I feel like it's going to probably stain the same. But it's chocolate. It's very chocolatey. Very chocolate. This is called high definition fiberboard. It is also known as MDF, but it's a different kind of MDF. It's not like particle board. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. But it's called HDF. It's high density fiberboard. I should know more. Gotta love the chocolate, right? So it's pretty dry. With the exception of a couple spots. Okay, so you can kind of see that this is where we sanded and this is where we did not. Okay, and then up here we sanded and we did not. And we're going to do this with our acrylic paint and water. And that is just the apple barrel burnt umber. Okay, and I'm going to close this up because it's really starting to smell up in here. And I don't want the smell. Let me close this up. Let me get my hammer. Ooh, go give me a headache. Normally you want to do that stuff outside. All right, so for this portion, we're going to do the sanded and the not sanded with the burnt umber. And we're going to use that same baby wipe we had used previously right here for our paint. Now you want something chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate. All right, we are going to add a little bit of water because I like to add water to mine to help it kind of stretch a little bit further. So I'm just going to go over this just like so. And you can kind of see the difference in the two browns. This is more of a black brown. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So it's more of a black brown on the Jacobian. And then over here, let me get me some more. I'm gonna paint this. I feel like I need a little bit more of this. I'm almost out of this brown. Okay, now we're going to wipe this back. And we're going to see how this does. You can see, I can see a difference just from where I've not sanded and sanded. Not sanded and sanded. I can kind of see a difference, even right through here. Even with the stain portion right here. You can see a little bit of a difference. All right, let's try. And let's see. So it kind of gives you an idea why we do certain things the way that we do them. Gotta love the stuff to... I got the stuff to make the chocolate lasagna, Jane. Yes, girl. You gotta let me know if you love it. Oh, gosh. Yes. Love it. So excited. So this is just 120 degrees. It's just blowing cold, like a cool. You just want to get it all dry. Okay, so this is sanded, not sanded, and then stain, not sanded, stain, sanded. And it kind of shows you a little bit of a difference in the two. So it's kind of completely up to you what you want to do. If it's similar enough for you and you are okay with it, don't worry about sanding these. I just have a thing for sanding them. Personally, I feel like this is too light for me, and I really like this brown. I just feel like this is too much brown for me. But I love this for like the tops of tables, and we would do like TV consoles and barn doors and things. We loved the rich colors. But for crafting and things like that, I really like this lighter brown undertones for me, okay? So it just gives you an idea of what to expect when you are sanding, prepping, getting your foundation done for the layers that you're gonna create, okay? So now that we've done that, let's go back to our sanding so we can get this assembled and done, and you can see how cute it's gonna turn out. And I'm here for it. We are going to do the Vaseline, and I'm excited. Love the lighter brown. I do too. I'm typically more of a richer. Oh, I sand everything. I've always been you just never know. You might as well just do it, because you can't go back and do it. So I always sand everything. All right, so this is good. All right, let's do this one. Our center pieces. Okay. And I'll dust these off in a second. And I'm going to be covered in dust. It's okay. Sand it all. Sand everything. I think it's just fun too. It makes me feel like I've done more. Does the wood that you're using have like a wood grain to follow when sanding? No. Nope. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You can if you want to, but you don't have to do all that. There's no wood grain to follow. But I like to create different little wood grains with the way that I distress. And I also use rougher grit sandpaper because it creates almost like little scratches. And it kind of helps prep the surface for it to look kind of like wood grain. I like faux finishes. So anything I can do to achieve a look is right up my alley. All right, let's sand all of this and get rid of all of our dust because we don't want none of that. And our paint for sure. Oh, super dusty. Sorry about that. Love Bella Barnes. I do too. I love Danielle. Love Taylor. I'll get to see them in February at Mastermind. Super excited. Oh, we feel like we should meet up every quarter. We only meet up 3 times a year, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to put this upside down because I'm almost out of paint. All right, let's get all this dust out of the way. Oh, it's super dusty. You should probably wear a mask. I don't. That's okay. But we are going to do, this chippy finish on this barn. And I am ready for all the things. Okay. Got it. Check. Check. Made the chocolate lasagna Saturday for our family get together, and it was the bomb. So good. Yes. Yes. Here for it. All right. So we're going to sand everything down, or like we did. Check. We're going to now stain everything. Check. We're going to do that next. And that is just basically using a little bit of water and some paint. And we're going to be good to go. Let's see. Let me get this bowl. I got a bowl here. Just a Dollar Tree bowl. We're going to put some of this brown in there. I might have to get my other container. Oh, this is bit the dust. Let's see. Do I have brown? I do not have brown. How's that even possible? How? Hold on, y'all. I gotta find brown. I didn't think I was out of brown. Hold, please. That's not it. I know I have a smaller thing of brown. Oh, found it. Found it, found it, found it. I got it. Got it, got it, got it. All right, we're going to need a little bit of this, okay? Let me add some water. I'm going to stir this up, and we're going to use a white. Stir it with this. And we're just going to mix in the paint with the water and make this a little thinner, kind of like stain. You could totally use that stain. Like if you have like men wax stain, you can use that too. Just a matter of preference. There's no rules. There's nothing you should need extra. Like there's nothing special. You can do this with basic acrylic paint. Okay. All right, so I've got my brush. I'm just going to go over this and kind of offload my brush onto this and get it stained. That way I don't really have any of that paint in my brush. So now my brush is pretty dry. I'm just going to set that aside. And I'm going to go back to this wipe we've been using, same brown paint. And I'm just going to put it in my bowl, and I'm just going to start wiping it on. Like a wipe-on stain. And then I'll wipe back the excess because I don't want to leave that on. I'm just going to go all the way around the edges because, you know, it just feels more finished in my mind. And get a clean one. And just wipe back the excess. Because you'll have a little bit left behind. And now we're just going to let this dry on its own. And we'll come back to this because we're going to cover it. All right, let's just set that over there. That can just kind of air dry. And then we're going to do this. And we're just going to finish all the little pieces. So going back to our wipe. Again, nothing magical. Right in the water and stain. And I'll use this for a few days. I'll kind of let it sit out. It'll thicken up a little bit. But that's fine. As long as it doesn't have any like mold or anything weird floating in there, I feel like you can use it for quite a few different projects. And I never even put a lid on it. I just go right into using it. I'll stir it back up, kind of reactivate all the particles, and I'm good. All right, so there is this one. I'm going to take this and just wipe back any of that excess. And I'm just going to let that dry as well. Sit it on top of that one. We've got our center pieces right here. And this is making sure I'm doing the right sides. Okay, I got that. All right, now we're going to do this again with our water and paint. Just like so. And this is basically the same thing I did for the barn door, the 5-panel door. I stained the whole thing brown. And then I painted it like a light gray, and I painted it with a white and then a light gray. And then I added some black kind of distressing to it. And I'll show you how we're going to do that on this one too, because it's going to create the grime and the dirt that we want. So these are our centerpieces that are all completely done. I'm just going to set those aside as well. And then we're going to do this. These are hinges. And I'm not going to really get any more of that. We're just going to go right over this. And this one. Just like so. We're going to cover these anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Okay. And then you've got your little pieces that are like your hooks. So if you want to stain these, you can. If you want to do them black, you can. I'm just going to go ahead and go over these with a little bit of this brown. I want them to be kind of like a stain color. And I'm doing both sides because it'll be visible on both sides. Okay, next one. And then these can just kind of dry because we don't really need to do anything special. What's up, Amy? How's it going? How was everyone's Thanksgiving? We had an... Well. Let's see if we can turn our flashlight on over here. Oh, this is just... Something's going on. Flashlight. Do I have a flashlight on my iPad? I do. There we go. We'll craft by candle. Here comes Michelle. Power's gone out or something.
Did you pay the power bill?
Yes, I paid the power bill.
All the power just went out.
You expect me to pay the whole neighborhood? Is everyone's power out?
It looks like it.
Well, then I guess they didn't pay their bill either.
I gotta call back and see if our power's out, because we're on the same grid as this.
I heard something.
You heard something?
I did.
I was waiting on the drive to finish pulling a video onto a thumb drive, and it said estimated time 41 minutes, and I was like, dang, that's a long time to wait. Maybe I'll just go home and hope it'll finish overnight, and the power went out. Hey, do we have power at home? Yeah, our power went out too.
That sucks.
Yeah. Do you have power at your house?
I don't know. Oh, my husband is just texting me and I don't know what he said. I just had a drop down that said, my love. So he just texted me.
I wonder if power out there too.
It's so weird.
Are we under attack? Like, is this a war?
I don't know.
Me?
Oh. Out of nowhere.
It just came back on here too.
Out of nowhere.
Cool beans. Never mind.
Are we getting tornadoes? No. Okay, let me turn off my flashlight. Let me go back to what we were doing. I'll have to wait for the internet to come back on. We'll have to wait for the internet. Y'all, that was creepy. That was creepy and scary. Didn't really have Thanksgiving. My husband had chemo the day before. Oh, Angie, I'm so sorry to hear that. Circuit breaker? No. No. This is how it is around here. A lot of times we just have power surges. And it's just the unexpected. But we're back. We just got to wait for the internet to reset. And then it will reconnect to our spot. And hopefully it won't be a bad connection. All right, we're going to let these dry. Who knows, you guys? Power bill paid. I did. I did pay the power bill. It's actually on auto pay, so we're good. We're good. That was crazy. So I'm going to paint my handle black. My handle is going to be black. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these together. That way I can just do the outsides and then like the top of this. So I'm going to just go ahead and glue it and stain it because there's nothing really special we need to do. See when you pay the bill. See when you pay. The first thing y'all, I do have a habit of not paying my phone bill. I forget because I have to go in to pay it. Where's my glue? Where's my glue? I tend to have a habit of not paying my phone bill. And then I'll get like a warning. I will do it by candlelight. Oh gosh, your Thanksgiving was sad. We just lost your daughter on Halloween. Joanne, I am very sorry for your loss. I am so very sorry for your loss. I cannot imagine. I could not imagine. I just couldn't. I have no words other than I'm very sorry, for your loss. My goodness. My goodness. That's how live crafting goes. I mean, it's just how it is, honestly. Expect the unexpected. That's for darn sure. So we are just gluing this together and making sure that everything is good. And then we're going to paint this black. Let's do this side and sandwich it on. So all three of these pieces go together, just kind of like so. And you want to make sure that they're flat. Because it's going to create the handle. And you want it to make the little handle. All right, so we're going to paint this, like I said, black. And I'm going to use a sponge for this. Hey, Jen Glenn, how's it going? Always an adventure. You use hot glue? Teresa, I tried using glue, like hot glue. Anywho, that totally just stuck to my shirt, my jacket. So, y'all, it's trying to connect. Hang on. It's going to try to connect whenever it powers back on. So our internet box is powering back on. Do I know Beth with Rekindle Blessings? I don't know her, but I know of her. I have not, I don't know her like that. I need to have built-in lights. I do. Y'all, if our power just surged and went out for a minute, like our whole power grid went out, and now our internet box is trying to reconnect. So my phone wants to automatically connect while it's starting to power up, and it's not quite powered on all the way. So let's just have a second. I'm just going to keep going. I thought it was a French fry. Oh, Lord. It takes a second for everything to power back on. Let's see if we've got internet over here. Let's see. Hold on. Hang on, let me pull this back up. I had to log back in. Let's see, how bad is it? I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. What do I think about the B7000? I have not used it yet. All right, let's go back to what we were doing. And people can just kind of come back in if they want to, not required. It happens on an occasion where we just have situations that are the unexpected. Expect the unexpected, right? This is a craft kit. There is a link in the description on how you can get it. And I showed you the mini 5-panel door. This is the barn door. And we're going to do this one together tonight. Hello, everybody. All right, so we're going to paint this black because I want my hardware black. Yes, Julie, this is the barn door kit, the mini barn door kit. That is what this is. And I'm really excited. Let me go ahead and dry this. And we'll sand this and make it look kind of distressed. Okay, let's do this on the sides. And then we'll do our little plates here that also go with it. I'm going to just do the whole thing black. All right, kind of hold it at our ends so we can get off any excess. All right, so this is a black piece. I'm going to set it down to dry. And then we're going to do these guys right here. There's 2 of those somewhere. I have 2. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it was here. Do I know what order we're shipping? 13.3. I think maybe 13.290 something. I'm not sure. I know, I can go in there and look and tell you what's on the table because we have labels to print in the morning. We have a bunch of orders that are going to the post office tomorrow. Remind me and I'll go look. It's going to be a minute because we're crafting, but pretty sure it's like 13.2 something, 295, somewhere in that vicinity. I'm pretty sure. We've actually, because y'all, we have so many orders to fill that y'all have like ordered a mess of craft kits that we turned off all of our Christmas craft kits because we cannot even fill them before Christmas right now. And then next week we will let people know if they want to order Christmas kits for next year. Can totally do that. Maybe they don't care if they arrive in time. It's completely up to them, but I just can't guarantee that you're going to get anything before Christmas. I don't know what that's about. All right, so I'm going to let these sit aside to dry. We'll come back to that. I don't need this black anymore. I am going to keep the plate just in case. So I'm going to set it over here. All right. So now we're going to start doing our chippy paint. And I'm going to scoot myself back just a little bit because I need a little clearance room for this. All right, so we're going to do this in a couple stages, okay? These don't need anything else done to them. We're going to also set those aside. We will chippy these. There's not a lot of pieces to this. It's just going to be a little bit of time and some steps, okay? It's going to be really fun. Now, here's my idea. And I'm just going to share this with you in case you want to do it. It's not required, but totally an option. You can crackle the back of this on the board and chippy your frame. Completely up to you, or you could do the whole thing. So if you wanted to crackle your board, you would just use some basic glue and put it down, put your paint over it, and then chippy this thing up. Yeah, this is 18 inches tall. This is the 5-panel door. This is the 5-panel door finished. That's what it looks like. And then this is the barn door. just so you guys have something to kind of go by the scale of. All right, so we're going to use Vaseline for this because I'm going to chippy with the Vaseline method. You could use a candle. It's completely up to you, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to imagine that this has been a real door. It's been standing, it's been exposed to weather. The wind has blown the rain right up into this thing. It has been sitting outside. It's been discarded. It has been all kinds of different things, okay? So I want this to look kind of old and weathered, and I want to follow like this way. I don't want to just do it in random splotchy areas. I want to follow a pattern of how it would naturally want to distress, okay? So one of the things I'm going to do is help mark my straps, my pieces that are going to go inside with a pencil. So I'm going to pre-lay my frame over the top. I'm going to get it kind of secured the way that it should go. And I'm going to put my pieces on, and I'm going to mark them with a pencil. Sorry, y'all. There's no way. I'm like, I know I did not do this the wrong way. Oh, it goes this way. That's why I'm going to the wrong corner. So you want to get it on. Put your pieces on here. Okay. Find where they go. They only fit one direction, so you're going to know right away. Okay, so we got this on. And now I'm going to take my pencil. I'm not gluing these. I'm just going to take my pencil and mark the areas so I know how it's going to look when I distress it. And that's going to help me when I put my Vaseline on, how I'm going to distress this. Now, if you want to, you don't have to do this. Completely up to you. Follow the wood grain. There's no wood grain, but I know what you're saying. All right, so now we've got our lines to kind of tell us what we're going to do. So we're going to take, and we're going to imagine with this chippy that there's a lot of water impact that happens kind of right in this little like V groove right here, probably down in this corner here. Probably also in this corner over here. Probably a little right in through here, maybe. Where it seeped through the piece and it's kind of bubbled the paint and chipped it off. So I feel like paint finishes and the end result requires you to tell a story in your mind of how do I get the outcome by working backwards. So I need to start at how do we get here. So I would imagine that this is what was taking place in a real life situation to get a real life look. Okay. So I'm going to try to recreate that and give it a faux finish. So I need to know where that is happening so that I cannot have this weird uniform same look. I know when I put these pieces on that it should have this specific look. Okay. So that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going to go for with this Vaseline. So I'm going to add a little right kind of through here. And I'm just going to kind of dab it. And then I'm going to come right kind of through here. Maybe on the edge a little bit. Kind of like so. And maybe through like the top. Don't really want to do it too much. And then kind of come through here. And maybe through here. Just kind of in my mind how it's going to look. Like an old door, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. If we get our guesses correctly. You can kind of see where the Vaseline's going. really kind of weathered down there. Okay. Get this right here. Now, if you want to do the candle wax, you can. It's completely up to you. But now you can kind of see where my wax is. I feel like it's pretty good. Now we're going to paint over this and see how it turns out. All right. So I've got this is just Walmart brand Vaseline. Now I am going to use chalk paint for this. I've got the Waverly white chalk. And it's going to take us a little bit of time to dry this. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it start to finish, and it's going to be fantastic. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of a bigger brush for this because, well, maybe, do I have any big brushes left? I don't think I do. Do I not have any big brushes? Well, that's interesting. I need to order some big brushes. All right, so I have a method to the madness, okay? I like to do all the same direction. I don't like to overly disturb the Vaseline. So I kind of go all one way, then I'll kind of rotate it, go all another way, rotate again, do another thing, and then dry it. But I really want to get clumpy kind of coverage, and it's going to have high and low areas where the paint is thinner and thicker in spots. It's going to be really fun. So I just load up my brush like so, where it's kind of drippy. And I just take this and I just start to drag across and flip my brush over. Drag across and just keep going. And it's going to help us get these really cool looks. And I don't want to overwork our Vaseline. Just like so. Let me scoot you back just a little bit more. There we go. There we go. I'll scoot over just a little bit. And we're going to start back over here and go this way. Now I'm going to take this, and you can see, I'm going to spin it around, and we're going to go this direction. And I'm not rubbing this in. I'm not doing anything extra. I'm just kind of leaving it. Again, paint. And coming over, go over. And this is chalk paint, so it's going to want to shrink a little bit when it dries. And then once we go kind of over the middle, it will help kind of even out this paint. It's a little thin in the middle, and that's okay. And our edges really don't matter at all. So I'm just going to go back over this one last time. And I'm just kind of collecting the excess so that we can rotate it in the next direction. So we don't want all that paint to kind of sit under that framed area where it's going to go. All right, so we're going to turn it. Scooch that out of the way. And we're going to go this way. And I'm just going to go like so. Not really going to overwork it. I'm not trying to make it perfect. Just trying to get some paint in those grooves. Right through here. And then we're going to make one last pass across the top. Then we're going to dry it. Okay. So So one more this way. And we're just going to swoosh through. Just like so. Okay. So I don't know if you can see, like, I have lots of brush strokes. It's not perfect. I really want that. All right, we're going to start drying this. Okay. And then we're going to use a tool like this to chip away. I like my chippy to be crunchy, crumbly, gross. And I'm going to heat it up just a little bit, because I want that Vaseline to start to get warm and liquefy and repel, okay? So I've got it at about 240. Pretty warm. Let's maybe do 260. Let's just do 260. Now, I like to experiment with my chippy paint finishes, and sometimes I won't dry it a whole lot, and I'll just start running my scraper through it and just start doing stuff. So it's all about what you want to do. There's no rules. No rules. I have Dr. Pepper. No coffee. It's okay. Takes a minute. Just gonna, and you can see where the sheen kind of disappears when it starts to dry, where it's not really wet anymore. But it might be wet underneath. A little patience. I know sometimes I anticipate the outcome and I don't dry it long enough. So, you know, just have a little patience. Promise it'll be worth it. Looks like a little bit of a mess right now. You have Dr. Pepper too. That's awesome, Marlene. It's awesome. You had to go back down a flight of stairs to take dog out. Takes me a while. This is me moving. She moving. So you're moving in another apartment. It'll be on the ground floor. They're making a garden department out of it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. So awesome. So exciting. All right, we just want to make sure we're good. Really want to focus on these areas where I know there's a lot of Vaseline. Let me get this corner over here. That's so exciting. I love when exciting things happen. All right, so now we're going to take this and we're going to start scraping, okay? I still have crusty, crumbly, thick, chunky pieces on here, and I'm hoping that it helps kind of pull some of this back. So you can go this direction, you can go this way, you can do all the directions you want. But there are spots that are not completely dry, and that's okay. And I'm just going to take this, and I usually kind of hold it more flat, and then I just start dragging through my board initially to see what kind of pulls back on its own and what doesn't. And what I need to kind of help with. Okay, so already we're starting to get a streaky kind of, and you can see where I focused on those X's, where that wax or the Vaseline was. And I'm just going to go this way with it and flip it over. Whoop. Kind of slid out of the way. It's okay. Hold it a little bit. Just watch your fingers so you don't like poke yourself. Okay, so we've got this. I don't want it to be overly done, okay? I just want a little bit. And now I've got that collecting on my little scraper. I don't really mind it because I feel like it kind of helps me get more of a chipped look. And then I'm just going to kind of drag back over this and make sure we're good. And then I'm going to finish drying it. And so I can kind of get an idea of now how this is going to look, okay? And I've got some paint on my hands, which is okay. Let's dry it. You can see where it's still kind of repelled. But it's crumbly. It's flaky. It's not perfect. And I like it. So to make sure all the paint is dry, because some of the spots were still wet underneath it. Like this here was still a little wet underneath. You need to work on your chippy skills. I feel like I always get a different result. It's never the same. It's always either too much, not enough. It is what it is. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to stand it up more like this. And I'm just going to kind of flick around and see what happens when I start to flick it around. And what chips off, what doesn't. And I'm getting little scratches, which is okay. Let's go across this way. And see what we can drum up here as far as our chipping goes. Sometimes you can kind of focus in little spots if you need to. But you can definitely tell where I did not put the Vaseline. Now, the coolest part about this is that once we get our pieces on, we can kind of give it a little more distressing. Okay, now I'm going to go around my edges because I don't want there to be a lot of paint under where my edge is going to be. And I know it's kind of required because of the look we're trying to create. I had to add a lot of that paint on the edges. And we're just going to make sure that it's kind of smooth. I think it's going to help with our distressed look. And it's really messy, you guys, so just be warned. you know what I'm saying when I'm talking about like the edge, like our frame. And wherever we have this where it's kind of come off the edge, I just like to go across. And we'll do our, once we get it all assembled, we'll finish the outer frame. Okay, so here's how it looks. I feel like that's given me the look I wanted. It's more distressed on the bottom, not quite as much at the top. We can kind of add a little extras if we need to. So let's put on our frame. Now you can decide if you want the brown frame and the chippy undertones. I want to do the whole thing kind of chippy. But I'm pretty happy with this. And if I go ahead and kind of test fit the bottom, let's go ahead and fit that in and just see how it looks with our distressing here. Y'all, I cannot get this while I'm holding it up like this. I stick it in here. Y'all, sometimes it just takes me a second. So I can kind of see where my distressing happened with my Vaseline. Okay, do you see how it's going to look underneath? It's going to be really good. So we're going to move on to these and this. Okay, we're going to let this kind of just set aside. I don't really want to do anything more to this. I'm really happy with the way that it looks. We'll add some distressing along the way as we finish it up. And I am not going to make this perfect. I want it to be imperfect. All right, again, not cleaning off the thing. All right, so now I want to do my edges of my frame. And I'm just going to take my wax here, or it's actually Vaseline, and I'm just going to go around and kind of focus on just random swooshes with the Vaseline. Not really looking for anything perfect. I really just want it to kind of be a distressed kind of frame. Kind of focus in these little corners and go around, bottom. I want the whole thing to be distressed. Now, if you like the two-tone, I don't really like two-tone, but if you like the two-tone, you can totally do that. It's completely up to you. Okay, I feel like I like what I did, and I'm just going to kind of leave it. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is get our paint, and we're going to do our frame. So I've got quite a bit of paint on here, and I'm just going to go around really kind of sloppy-like, chunks and all from my paper, chunks and all. I didn't clean this off. There's little particles that are getting in my brush. It's okay. And I'm just going to go around it just kind of real sloppy. Just sloppy like. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of coverage. Just going to kind of let it be. Then I'm going to kind of dip into around the frame, just kind of lightly. Not too much. Just kind of random bits of coverage on the inner frame. I can touch up where I put my hands. Okay. And where my brush was, really being extra sloppy. All right. This is kind of messy, like I said. All right, we're going to dry this. And we'll do our edge after we get it kind of assembled. The outer rim. And then we'll do like our central straps too. Like these middle pieces here next. And then really we just need to assemble it and distress it a little bit. And then do our hinges. And we got to decide how we want to do our hinges, because Do we want to do them metallic? Do we want to do them a rusty kind of color? Do we want to do them black to match our handle? How do we want to do those? I don't really know yet until I start to put things together, and then I can kind of like visualize what I want my end result to look like. So I don't usually commit to certain things until I get to a certain step, and then I'm like, yeah, I think so. I like that idea. But I really like the gross paint. The particles, I mean, notice how I'm letting the stuff blow into my paint. The more the defective, the better, in my opinion, for when we're going to distress this, because I want it to look as real as possible, even though it's not even close to real. It's not even close. Can't wait till it comes. I'm so glad you ordered this one. Yeah, I love this. I have a laundry room. Brandy, that would be a cute idea. I have a laundry room that I want to put one of these in. And I want to do I just want to change out signs right there. I have, my laundry room has like a bar with a sink and a little like corner. And I think it'd be really fun to kind of put that there. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start scraping away. If I can hold it. Start scraping away. Go ahead and do these sides. Let's do it this way and this way and this way. Kind of really trying to focus on the corners. But this one needs a little, so if you take off too much, just add back some paint and then dry it, and you can kind of fix the imperfections if you feel like you've got a little too much distressing. And then I'm just going to dry it. Oh, like a red door. Will red look as good as the white? Probably. If you did like a barn red, maybe with a black undertone. I don't really know, but I think so. All right, so let me show you what it looks like now. So my frame looks like this. The bottom, and I'll do an up close so you guys can see it. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to focus on our edges. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm just going to kind of run this direction along the edge, just along the edge, not flat like this, but angled around the inner edge. And then I'm gonna do the same thing here and the same thing here and then right through here, and then we're gonna go the outer edge. The outer edge here. And then if you want to swoosh it, I call it swooshing, whatever you want to call it, you can swoosh. See what kind of flakes off. I feel like it just needs a little extra pizzazz. And definitely wherever our handle's going to go, it's going to have a little bit more distressing. And then get you right there on that edge. And then towards the bottom, you're going to have a lot down there too. So I probably need to focus on this bottom edge where it's towards the ground. You're probably going to see quite a bit of like water damage, chipping, and so on. Not perfect, but it'll work. Probably a little too much right through there. So let me add some paint kind of back. Let's dry it because I got a little crazy at the bottom. And always add back if you need to, if you feel like you did too much. The dimension, I love the dimension and the depth and just the way that it looks really cool. It is, like I said, really messy, but I like it. Okay, so now we've got our frame, and we will focus on these corners if we need to, and our door. I feel like our door needs a little more at the bottom, or we need to flip it. Flip it. How's that look? Yeah, I feel like it needs a little more. Let's see. Can't remember which direction we were going. I just have to give it a little love. It's where you do like the final little swooshes. I like the chippy look too. All right, so I'm gonna let this be, and we're gonna move on to our middle parts, and we're gonna do them very much the way we just did the outer frame, by not really caring too much about it being perfect. So again, I've got lots of crumblies. I've got lots of probably not ideal for good finishes, but we're looking for something aged and weathered. And in fact, I have crumbly stuff in my Vaseline. So we're going to do these at the same time. And we're going to focus on the same thing we did before, just random kind of swooshing. Little bit there. Get a little more. This Vaseline smells like a fresh scent, so it smells like baby powder. So it smells really good in here, considering it smelled like stain. Can you do both a crackle and a chippy? Of course you can. Of course you can. You just would probably create different things happening in different areas. You could probably add some of that glue, maybe glue with glue and Vaseline at the same time, and then dry them at the same, apply the stuff at the same time. Yes, I think you should be able to do that. All right, so I'm going to take my paint and I'm going to go over it just like so. Get me some crumbles. I need some crumbles. Okay. Scooch that. Leave that one. And let's do this long one. Again, we're going for a really cool look. All right, let's try this. It's a lot of work, you guys. And if it's nothing that interests you, the Vaseline repels the paint. If it's something that doesn't interest you as far as these finishes, it's just not your thing. You don't have to do that, but I just feel like it took 100 years to create a chippy look. You know what I'm saying? So for us to craft it might take us a little bit of time too. Tilly, we will certainly keep you in our prayers. For sure. For sure. You bone infusion. Yes, girl. Yes, we will. Absolutely. All right, let's get these over here. Get these all drying. Yeah, it keeps the paint from sticking. Well, not completely. I mean, you see, it doesn't keep it from sticking completely. It just helps kind of repel it in a weird way. But in a good way. In my opinion. In a good way. And I'm using this at 260 degrees. If you've never done, something, I don't want to say like this intense or this, maybe it's challenging for you. I want you to try and take your time. Take your time. I feel like sometimes we try to rush the outcome and we don't, like think about the process. And I just don't want you to I don't want you to not give it a chance. Because it can be really fun and it makes you really proud too. Like, oh my gosh, I created that cool look. And you learn that, you learn through like different pressures and how to hold different things, like the result that you get by doing certain stuff. And then you can utilize those things that you learn through different things like this. You can apply to other methods of like distressing and crafting and, you know, just getting certain looks. Focus on our edge. Getting up in the corner. I'm gonna just chip through. And this is, I forgot to do my edge, but it's okay. We can come back and do that. So it looks like so. Really good. All right. So because I don't want to go back in, I'm just going to dab. Because I don't want to get paint on the front. Just dab along. And no one's really going to see these edges right here because we're going to fit them into that little groove there. So don't worry too much about that. But I feel like our edge is kind of good. I feel like it kind of goes with the rest of the pieces. And now we're going to distress these. So these, again, I just like to kind of, y'all, I've got now paint on my handle. We wonder how it gets this way. Oops. Got a little crazy on that one. Get that corner right there. That one distressed really good. This up here I must have missed with the Vaseline. I didn't really get it that good. That's okay. Sometimes you can kind of go in and give it a little attention. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Oh, wrong one. And then this one has got some wet spots. You can really kind of see those. It's a little much. that is that piece there. Okay, let's dry our edges because we need to have them dry. Let me go block Mr. He must just be looking for a lady. Mr. Anthony, you have to go. All right, bye-bye. We're all married happily, for the most part. And we don't need you to solicit us for the weather updates in our area. But that was fun. Well, it lasted. It's like, hey, gorgeous, how's your weather? How's your weather over there? Gorgeous. And I'm pretty sure his profile picture is a picture of him with his wife. I can't be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was him standing next to a lady. Maybe he's just extra friendly. I don't know. It's been a while since we've had a troll. It's been a hot minute since we've had a troll looking for a lady. We needed that moment, y'all. You know you did. You know you needed that. Don't even lie. You needed that little bit. Might be his wife watching. I mean, I doubt it. I doubt it because if wife was watching, she was spamming the same comment to multiple people. That's typically not what them wives do. In fact, I don't do that. I don't ask every viewer watching something. Troll spray. We had to use that in a while. I almost forgot. You guys. I almost forgot how to use my own troll spray. We needed that little pick-me-up. He was not interested in crafting. He's looking for a lady. Oh, gosh. That was fun. Man, I should have played along. We're out of practice, Teresa. We're out of practice. We got to go back and get us a refresher. We got to go to the refresher class. Go back to the basics. I'm pretty sure I already did that one. I did. So we got to make sure these fit. I'm slipping. I am, right? I'm slipping up. It's okay. You got to make sure these fit, so you got to get the paint out of these little areas, or it won't fit properly in the groove. So make sure you get all the paint off your little corner points here. Hey, Patsy, where you been? I mean, I know you've been here. I just probably didn't see your comments. All right, I'm going to show you momentarily. Let me go ahead and start doing these, where these got to go. Just make sure we got our corners really good. Oh, I got some extra stuff happening in these corners. It's fine. We got it. We got it. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start putting this thing together. Oh, wish me luck. Okay. So, do I want to change my paper out and get rid of all this stuff? Probably not. No, I'm not. I'm just going to start putting it together right here in the messy area. Oh, you've been here all night? Well, I probably didn't see your comment. I probably didn't see anything you've said. They've been on Mikey's page. Oh, bless it. Bless it. All right, friends. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right, let me scoot you back so you can see the whole thing we got. All right, we're going to be using Some super glue. Some super glue. Actually, let's go inside for a second. Let's run in the house and get that B7000 because I really want to try it on this. Let's do that together. Okay, let me flip my wand. Flip it backwards because I cannot operate like this. We're gonna run inside. I might lose connection. We shall see. And I've got the glue sitting in the picture room. It's where I take all the photos. Oh, it's super dark in there. Okay, we got lights. We got lights. Oh, goodness. All right, let's go find it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Ba-dow. So excited. Oh, let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you. We got our big bunny cut. It's ready for photos. We've got a coffee kit. We've got a Valentine's door. Avery made a snowflake out of trees today. Super cute. Let me go over here while we're inside. All of these are getting labels tomorrow. So we're at 13,261, 13,277, 13,280, 13,262, 257, 258, 13,294, 13,285. Like there's 13,256. What did I just see? Didn't I just see? Oh, 13,270, 13,264. 13,269, and then all of these are going in the morning. 13,397. I don't know what that one is. 13,233. 13,219. All of these are going in the morning, and then all of these are going in the morning. And then we will do another round. The bunny. Yeah, the bunny is super cute. It's like a door hanger bunny. It's like a really big bunny. I want to say it's like 20 inches. I could be wrong. I have to get my measure. But we're going to go and use this. You're welcome, Cheryl. I'm trying, girl. We're trying. Here's the thing. I typically will work 24 hours a day. I will. I'm a workaholic, I swear. But I try to make sure that they work regular hours, just normal hours. But Michelle was here tonight doing a bunch of stuff for me because we have a meeting on Thursday. And I got to be ready. And I'm just not really good at stuff, Are you a workaholic or what? Yes, I am. But, we're doing our best. So somebody said, let me go ahead and talk about this. I have never used this, never, heard of it until somebody said, hey, you need to try this B7000. It is, I'll have to read this. It just says, let me open it. Okay, hopefully my connection gets a little bit better. I'm really sorry. It says, it's a surprise adhesive force. This was a great adhesive, best-selling. My internet is so bad. I think it'll clear up. It was like glitching. I think it's good. It's like E6000. Best-selling Europe and America. Mad fans around the world. Fans around the world. I mean, we'll see. It just basically says that this glue is one component all-purpose adhesive, curing at room temperature, table dry speed, Irritating odor and smell, mainly for diamond jewelry, window grills, mobile phones, toy handcrafts, and other industries. Bonding special environment adhesives. Easy to operate. Do not need to repackage. Open the lid and can be used. Has highly flexible soft film, anti-vibration and waterproof, and does not hurt the material. Adhesive can paste more materials. It is metal, glass, ceramics, mobile phone repair, stone, bamboo, cloth, leather, PE, ABS, nylon, sponge film, fabric, electronic component, plastic, rubber, fiber, paper, and other materials have a good paste performance. Matters that need attention. Matters that need attention. May be irritating to skin and eyes. 2, in a well-ventilated environment. 3, if inadvertently contact with the eyes, please rinse with plenty of water. Please keep away from children. Stay away from the fire. The shelf life is of 1 year. Safe use on product. See the end of the tube. When the product is not good, to avoid glue on the bottom after contact with air, curing. So what it says is, it is, appearance is transparent, semi-fluid. The odor is aromatic. It says aromatic. Can't make this stuff up. It says hardness curing after 70 to 85 A. I don't know what that means. Surface dry time 5 minutes. Full cure time 24 to 48 hours. Save at 10 to 28 degrees. I don't know, but it still takes a little bit longer to cure. I'm going to try it as far as like initially creating a bond, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with my super glue also, because this bonds within like 20 seconds and it's pretty solid. But this would be more from like a permanent thing. I don't really know. I think it's just a matter of preference for each person, but we're going to try this and see how it goes. I don't know. Oh, the package already smells. Oh, it says aromatic, Debbie. I'm not even lying. I wish I were telling a lie on that one. I'm just saying. Okay, it's got a little poker. Keep it from drying out. That's a plus. I feel like every lid should have this. Someone tell someone. Every lid should have that little poker thing. And it's got a little metal. That's going to be fun. And it just slides right back in there. Brilliant packaging. I'm loving the packaging. But am I loving the product? We shall see. All right, we're going to apply this. Scoot you guys back again. So sorry. We're going to apply this in sections so that we can also utilize our super glue. We really want this to stick pretty good. All right. Are we going to love it? We don't really know. Let's just see. Let's add our super glue. Every lid should have that little poker thing. Facts. It is very strong. It is not aromatic at all. If you're looking for a fresh, clean scent, that is not it. Facts, it is not it. 100%. Okay. So we are going to do this just like so. I don't really know what happens if I get it on my clothes or my hands or whatever, but I mean, I think we'll be okay. All right, let's stand this bad boy up and make sure that it's good. Our edges are good. Our sides are good. And let's start sticking this thing to itself. I really feel like for this I need a clamp just to hold it together. Let me get a clamp. Just clamp it. Just clamp it. Just clamp it like that. Make sure it's good. Oh, it's just such a large piece. We're going to clamp it to where it'll just bond. Okay. I got all these little clamps here. We need the little tiny ones. It could be all the paint that I added too. Hey, Janet, what's up? How's it going, you guys? We are late night crafting this barn door craft kit that I'm showing everybody how we're going to do a little paint, a chippy kind of fun look. If we can ever get it done. I had to do this to my other door, so I'm just letting you know you might have to do it too. All right. So, let me do one right through here. These are just Dollar Tree clamps. All right. So, now that we got this, let me wipe my hands off just to make sure. I love those clamps. Yes, me too. They're great. I have the big ones and the little ones, just in case. You never know. I just missed the garbage can. All right, so now we need to see and make sure that this is going to fit onto here. Like so. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Let me pop that out because I got it in there too tight. Okay, and we're going to add that stuff again. And we're also going to utilize our super glue too. Now that is a challenge to try to get that on. If you don't have clamps, use clothespins. Yes, great tip. All right, let's glue this on. I'm using both of them just because I feel like it's no different than if we use like hot glue and super glue, or hot glue and E6000. I feel like it's the same. Kind of getting the same vibe. All right. Just gonna hold this. This is not gonna fit in, so I can't really clamp that. But I'm feeling good about that. All right, which one is this? Okay, let's just double check our pieces. Which goes where? I feel like that could go. Does it really matter? Yeah, you'll know which one goes where. So test fit them first before you put them in place. All right, so let me open this back up. This door is adorable. I think so too. I like how chippy and worn it looks. We're just going to do both. We're just going to do both. It's fine. Okay, let's do this one after we scrape this off. You want it to lay flat, for sure. That's why I don't like the hot glue. All kinds of crusties on mine. Okay, let's stick this on. I didn't dust this because I really want it to be kind of crusty looking. All right, pretty sure we could probably take our clamps off now. just see how it looks, y'all. I love it. Worth it. Hands down, it's worth it. We're going to distress a little bit more on our frame because I feel like it needs to kind of match what we've done. All right, so let's close this up. And I'm going to take a wipe. So let me just kind of point this out to you guys. Kind of see how the frame is more milky than the backboard. And that is, we just need to wipe back a couple of the areas sometimes where we want there to be a little bit more brown showing. So let me just kind of do a little bit of that. And I feel like we can kind of get a really cool look. And if we don't get the look we want, we can always add some stain to these edges. I mean, sometimes we can get the look we want just by wiping off some of this paint. Kind of bringing out that distress. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of this stain on my wipe, just a little. And I'm going to give it a little bit of love where I feel like it needs a little bit of love. In some of these spots. And what I mean is I'm grinding it up. You could use the antique wax. It's completely up to you. I'm just giving it a little bit of love. And it's going to kind of stain the paint when I go to rub it back. It's going to leave a little film behind. And I'm just trying to give a little extra. So I just put my wipe in the stain, water, paint, whatever you want to call it, and giving it a little love, the edges, right kind of through here. Definitely at the bottom. And wipe that back. We're looking for layers. Now, like I said, you could use antique wax. That's why we don't really worry about our brush strokes or making it perfect, because we really want this to kind of sit in the grooves of our paint and leave behind. See, it's going to have this really fun look. Okay, let's finish off this other side, and then we can add our handle and any extra distressing we feel like we may need in little like grooves and areas. It's just a matter of preference. All right. Again, whatever you like to do, it's completely up to you. If you get too much, you can always wipe that back. All right, a little bit more and we'll be good. So I'm just going to kind of focus my corners just a little. I can get my little corner up in there. And just a little right in those areas. And when I show you this kind of up close, you're going to see where it kind of has a little bit of a crackle look. And I'm just using the same white. And let's go around this other two areas. Right through here. And last but not least, right down here in this bottom area. Sorry, you probably can't even see what we're doing. Basically, I'm just griming it up. Just a little bit. So I feel like I'm happy with that. I feel like I'm happy with that. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't really think I should do anything else to it. I think it's pretty good. I think we should just kind of let it be. Don't overdo it. I like it. Okay. So because I like it, I'm not going to do anything else to it. So now we have our handle. And I'm going to distress this. For these to make a really cute tree bottom, that would be so true. So we're going to distress this with our sandpaper. Just like this. And I'm just going to go along. Probably need to set it down. And just follow our edge. It's been worn. It's been weathered. It's not perfect. See what we're doing? We're making it aged. We're going to do our sides. So this is initially black. It's got a black undertone. But we're sanding that back. And we're going to come in with this. And we're just going to add in just a little bit of that brown. Kind of create that two-tone look. And go over it one more time just to make sure you're good. The flow. And I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Okay, so we got our handle happening there. Let's do a little sanding on this plate here. I'm gonna just drip some of this stain. And that goes at the top. Kind of has a little bit of a rusty kind of look. Use hairspray when you chippy now. That is awesome. It's fun. I like the Vaseline method. I've always loved the messier the better for me. But there's so many ways you can create a chippy look. This is not the only way, for sure. You can use candles. You could use tape. You could use the tape. The tape method's really fun too. And if you've never used that, basically you just take like masking tape or duct tape and you just lay it down and like pull it back, and it rips back certain random areas that have gripped onto the tape. Okay, so now we've got our hinges, which is here. And one more. Where is it? Right here. So we've got hinge 1 And then we also have like hinge 2 right here and right here. So we've got our handle that's kind of done. I want to do this, the black. I want to do it black just like the other one, like the handle. I feel like I'm going to like that better. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little water, a little more black. Black. Where's my black? Where's my black? Black. That's burnt umber. Where's my black? Oh, there it is. Found it. You did the candle wax method last night. It's really fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun. I just love this one. I always get the most, like, I have the most fun with this one. I don't know why. But I do. I'm going to do the hardware black just because I feel like it matches. And then we're going to do this one. And then basically we need to put our stands on, and y'all, it's pretty self-explanatory as far as like how you want yours to look. And if you don't like the chippy, you can always paint back over it and kind of start over. It's really up to you. Okay, let's dry. We're going to sand. Come back to that one. Let's add that brown, just like we had done before. It's like a black brown kind of look. Gives us a little bit of a rusted brown kind of feel. All right, let's wipe that back. That one. And let's do this one. I know we stained it brown before, but I really like the way that it layers when we do these different things. I think it's really, really cool. All right, so now take that and we're going to go back over this in just a second. And then I'm going to focus on where these little hinges are. You could do the chippy on cardboard. I've done the chippy on cardboard with Vaseline. If you go to the blog, you'll see a lot of chippy. There's like a chippy category, and you can see all the crafts that I've done. And you can see the crafts that we've done chippy on cardboard. We've done on it so many things. It is so expensive to send stuff to Ireland. You are so accurate. Absolutely. It is a lot, but you know, one day. All right. So I'm going to go around my little circles just to make sure that I get the paint out of them. Just like so. And I'm using this little Dollar Tree tool. Well, this is just a lot of fun. We're going to go over them anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter. really kind of messed that one up. That's okay. Just want to lightly go over it. I'm really just pulling off the paint to leave back like the undercolor. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like just the undercolor of these little, where the screws, nails would be. So I did the circle, and then I'm just scraping what's inside the circle. That way I don't get what's outside the circle. Let's see. Look like kind of like nail heads. All right, we're almost done, y'all. That one looks really good. Oh, that's got white. We're going to sand. We want it to kind of look like the handle. I feel like I'm doing double work. Happens. I feel like it's going to work. That is pretty stinking close to the handle. I think that that's good. All right, let's do this one. So if I could just do it like this without having to go over the circle. And we will call it a day. I was going to do my little oh snap sign to hang on there, but I think we're good. Another sign I can hang. Thanks for being here, you guys. And thank you for shopping with us this weekend. It was a lot of fun. We did our we did 25% off the shop on Black Friday, and you guys, dang, y'all showed up. A lot of people were buying gifts, and we got a lot of emails. This is going to ship in time for Christmas. That's our goal. That it's going to be, it'll be shipped before Christmas. In fact, my goal is that everybody's orders will be shipped in the next 10 to 14 days. And then we will be on to Valentine's, spring, St. Patrick's Day. Our Christmas crafting adventures will kind of die down. Because we'll be Christmased out. We will just be Christmased out. Be ready for the next adventure. But we are already making Valentine's kits and St. Patrick's Day. Did y'all see the Squishmallows? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Squishmallows. Super duper cute. What did I do? Oh, I did the black and some spots. So Avery loves the Squishmallows. My husband got her some from the Costco. And I saw these designs and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get that because those are super stinking cute. And so I put them in the shop, and you guys, they're so fun. And they're really cool to do with like paint or markers. They're just really fun. But I got them, I made them, and I want Avery to craft them. I think she's going to love them. All right. I didn't quite clear these out perfectly because I wanted them to look not perfect. Like they're kind of used. Hinges. I love it. I love it. All right, let's glue these on. So I think I want my handle to be on this side, and I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to stick on the hinge like so. Right there. Pretty sure that was the bottom. We're going to do the top one. Y'all, it's been crazy around here. We have been super busy. And then Thanksgiving was a hoot. Angela's having more followers on her site. She is. Yes, she is getting all kinds of new friends. And that's so exciting. I'm excited for her. All right, so we're going to put this down first. And it's going to kind of help us start to know where we're going to attach the next things. Oops. Don't want to shift it too much. Because if you do both of these, you may not have a big enough opening. So we're going to do this next. And we're going to stick that right in there. And then find where it goes, the bottom. And then we're going to add this one. And slide it kind of right up to that one. And then hold that in place. And clean that super glue off of there because we don't want that glue on there. All right. Then we're going to dust it off with a paintbrush. Just to make sure we get all the little grimies. And you can put your handle higher or lower. It's completely up to you. Okay, so this is what our door looks like. Okay, now I'm gonna put my back on. I'm gonna show you what it looks like with the hanger. Excuse me, I have heartburn now. This is our little snap sign. So now it's kind of hanging on our door. I don't know if it's straight or not, but let me stand this up over here and I'll show you the two doors. My handle is about to fall off. Okay, let me move my snowman, or a little rocking. And I gotta do my edges, but y'all, it's getting late and I don't want to take up any more of your time than I have to. But y'all get the idea. Let me show you. Okay, so this is our door. Let me step out of the light so you can see it. I have to add the back, which will look just like this. So the two triangles get glued together, and then you put this on and you slide that on to make the back stand up. You can see how I did my edge right here. And so this is our 5-panel door, which may be more your taste. But then we also have this really cool chippy barn style door. And this is where I think it's really cute to have it look like it's a miniature version of a door with a door hanger. Super cute. Super stinking cute. So this can also hang on this one, and you can see what that one looks like. So these are our two mini doors. And then let me show you the longer, and then I'll give you a little up close look at this. So this is the longer hanger versus a shorter hanger. So if we take and we use the longer hanger, then it's going to hang lower like so. If you wanted it to hang lower, it's completely up to you. I prefer the shorter one, but you have options. I think that's so stinking cute. But this is our chippy door. And now let me take a second and show you. I'm going to paint my edge, so don't worry about that. But do you see this kind of matches the look I gave? It almost looks like a burnt, like it's torched a little bit. And then you can kind of see how my door has random different colors and layers, and the brown that I rubbed on, the chip. Do you see how it's almost got this crackle streaking look? And then down here, see how it's starting to dry itself out and looks kind of crackled. I focused on the joint parts there. At the bottom, I'm pretty sure this was the bottom because I did a little more distressing, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's really cute, but I love how, see how I did that grimy dirt kind of, it's got a little gross, it's got that gross look to it. That's how I wanted mine to look. You could do a rusty. Yes, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love this. And so that's our 5-panel door version. So if you like this style, maybe this is for you. If not, maybe this one is for you. And then I'm going to work on a pantry style door like this one. But it probably won't be exactly the same because this is a Creative Haven project. But I really want to have like the pantry door, a barn door, and then like a 5-panel door. So we have 3 different door styles. And then you have options. And you can put them, change them out. Like if you want to use this one more for like winter and Christmas and that kind of rustic, and then this more for like the lemons in the spring and the summer. And I'll show you what I mean. This is longer, so I need to shorten this up just a little bit. So this is something that we had made, and I'm going to try to shorten it up just a smidge with my handle. I don't know that it'll stay that way, but I want to show you that if you don't use our craft kits like these, that you can kind of make your own. Now pretend my strings are not hanging there. Look at that. But it's just really stinking cute. And I would make this shorter for sure. Let me try to do that really quick. I would definitely make this shorter and hang it more like that. Sorry, I'm not good at coordinating what I'm doing. But I just think it's really fun. And then if you wanted to do like a little swag of a bow or greenery up top and then hang your little thing down, you could. I just think it's really fun. It's really adorable. So then let me show you on this one. Let's take off this longer hook. You get a hook for each of these. You get 2 hooks for these. And it slides right over. Okay. So let's hang that one. And I really like the lemons on this one. That's just cute. It's just really cute. And then if you don't want to use this hook, you don't have to. And then you can just kind of do your own little hook and hang it wherever you want, like so. Like you could do it on your own. Like you don't have to use the hook that's provided. But it's there in case you want it. And I think it's really fun. So I think it's a great option for displaying your little round signs. So we also have the little, sorry y'all. Oh, we also have the mini that goes like on a tier tray. Then we have our medium one that's a lot bigger. And then our large stand is for our 9-inch signs. Now you could put a 9-inch sign on this door, but I don't know how much you would like it because it might cover up a lot. But this just gives you an idea. I'm going to put this up next to this one so you can kind of see the size. So this is where we kind of started with our little mini tiered tray. It's a small little sign stand. And then we've got this mini door. And now the effect you get is that it's a door hanger size on a mini door. But then if we take this off and we put it on our little sign stand over here, the scale of it completely changes, in my opinion. And it becomes just like a little tier tray sign. It's kind of small, but then it's kind of big at the same time. And it's super duper cute. So I'm trying to give options on how we want to display our crafts that we make. And you can interchange them, move them around your home if you want to, your office. You have options. So this is called the mini barn door base. And that is the mini 5-panel door base. And these are stands because they have a stand to them. And they're super cute. Now, let's say you don't want to hang a sign. You could just tuck this behind. Okay, let's go and see what that looks like. Really quick, we're going to go on an adventure. Shut this drawer. Now, let's say we want to layer this door behind something. So we just want to tuck it behind. We want to give ourselves a little bit of a tree. And we want to add, let's say, a little birdhouse. No, let's not do a birdhouse. Let's do a candle. Let's do this little candle. And then let's do this little sign that just kind of says believe. And let's just kind of layer it like so. Okay. So you don't have to hang a sign on it. You could just kind of layer it if you want to. Completely up to you. Sorry, I'm trying to move this stuff over. Again, I'm not good with the whole controlling what I'm doing while I'm trying to maneuver everything. But you could kind of do it like so. And then do you another little tree. So you can kind of balance it if you wanted to. Add you a little spindle back there. And layer it behind something. So this just kind of gives you an idea of how you could use it without the stand that comes with it or the little hanger. It's completely up to you what you want to do. And I think that there's just really fun options. Personally, I like the little options that, you want to just keep it simple. You could do that too. And just do it with like a door and a tree. Do something fun like that. Do your little truck. And this little spindle here. Sorry, I'm trying to give you another idea. Just give me a second to throw this together. Okay, so now we've done a tree, a little spindle thing, a sign that says happy with a little red truck, a little lantern, and then you could also like do another spindle kind of over here if you wanted to. I know that I use a lot of whites, but it's super neutral and it's safe for people to kind of get an idea of like what to expect. So you don't have to use the stand or the little hanger. There's multiple ways you could decorate with this, okay? So, I promise you guys we'll do this one. I promised you guys we would do this one, and so I wanted to do it. And here we are. So, hopefully, let me show you. Just want to show you what you can expect from your attempts at chippy. So if you wonder if yours looks like mine, possibly. Like, see, like right here, it's not near as distressed. This one's a little bit more. And then you start to get these little crackles. These little crackles. I've got little scrapes. This is what you can expect. So, thank you guys for hanging out. There is a link in the description if you want to go to the shop and grab any of our craft kits, you can. There's a ton of them. I believe there's like 140 craft kits right now in the shop that you can choose from. Most of our Christmas is sold out. We are not making any more Christmas at this time. Does it mean we won't offer it maybe for you want to stock up for next year? But we are working on winter, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, and Easter all at the same time, and more of like a spring type of thing. We're getting those cut, those designed, and those stocked in the shelves so that we can release those. So just letting you guys know that when it comes to what we do around here, shipping is a thing, order processing is a thing, and you have to kind of order well in the season. And we kind of drip out a few new things here and there, but it is what it is, you know? So please remember that if you are shopping my store, that you read everything, because it says in several places, I keep getting people, I ordered last week, where's my order? There is a great big banner at the top of the shop that says, it can take up to 4 weeks to process your order. 4. Here's why. Because once we process your order and it gets packed and shipped, then it goes into the post office. We have no control. Damon just posted the other day, or day before yesterday maybe, that he had a package that was shipped out and it sat in a distribution sorting facility of the post office for 7 days before it even moved. So we have to expect the unexpected, but we can take anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks just to pull and pack your order. We don't have a lot of staff. We don't have a lot of people. Dylan does not do order fulfillment. Zach and April are doing order fulfillment right now. I am doing all the designs, all the photography, all the emails, all the texting, all the crafting, all the things. Michelle is handling a lot of the back end customer service stuff. So we have 2 people in our shipping department. Now I will go and fill in as I can. But right now I can't be doing all the things. So we need to have a little bit of patience. You can log in at any time and check the status of your order. As soon as your order ships, providing you provided a accurate email, you're going to get a notification. But it clearly says it may take this long, okay? But we try really hard to ship your order within 14 days. And that's pretty standard. I'm not as fast as everyone else. We've covered that before. But thank you for your patience. I appreciate you more than you know. But we are doing the absolute very best we can. But like I said, y'all, we just can't work 24/7. There's just no way. There's just no way. But we make the designs, and then they go on the shelf. We sell what we have, and then we're done. And right now we have people who are like, you're sold out of Christmas. We are. Because there's no way that we can project that we'll be able to fill Christmas in time for Christmas. There's just no way. So, but if you order this door, we do have them cut. We have a certain quantity of them cut. And once they're sold out, we will restock them as soon as we can. We've already restocked the 5-panel door at least twice that I know of. Dylan's cut it at least twice to restock it. But we restock every single day. He is cutting 8 hours a day, sometimes 9 hours a day. And we are stocking as many times as we possibly can to get these things out the door. So, but thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you loved our barn door craft tonight and our craft kit. And you get you one too. And we have new stuff coming, like I said, for winter, for Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, and spring is all coming. I know it's like, girl, it ain't Christmas yet. It's how we got to do it. So, y'all enjoy your night, and I will be here probably tomorrow to craft with you guys. I don't know what we're going to craft yet, but we shall see. April has an appointment tomorrow, so it may be a little bit later, but I appreciate you guys. Y'all enjoy your evening, and I'll see you guys next time.